Hi guys, happy Easter, and well, today we're going to be making hot cross buns. The ingredients I'm going to be using for this is 500 grams of strong white bread flour, 75 grams of caster sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon sugar, 10 grams of salt, 10 grams of fast action yeast, 40 grams of unsalted butter, 300 milliliters of milk, 1 large egg, about 100 grams of currants, and 75 grams of plain flour. And to top this all off with, I'm going to be using golden syrup. I have a new weighing set, and for this I'm going to be weighing it out on this digital one because it makes it easier. In a big bowl I'm going to add my strong bread flour and caster sugar. Along with my cinnamon sugar, and mix that in. Once that has been mixed in, I'm going to add the salt and the yeast, keeping them at opposite sides so they don't touch to start with. I'm going to make a hole in the middle just to add a little bit of lemon peel just so I can get some more flavour. With the butter, I'm going to melt it first to make it easier to mix with, and I'm going to add milk in bit by bit. Add in the egg as I add the milk. I'm going to be using the spoon to mix it all in. And once that gets to like a crumbly paste, I'm going to be putting my hands in and then kneading it together. Adding more milk to help get the rest of the flour. With a floured surface, I'm going to put the dough on it and start kneading it out. This will take a lot of arm muscle. Add in the currants as I go. As you can see, the currants don't want to stay in with the dough. After a while you should get to this nice consistency. This makes it easier for the currants to stay in. After you've been kneading the dough for 10 minutes, you want to oil a bowl and put the dough in the bowl just so it can rise over an hour. I'm going to seal that off with some cling film, just so no air can get inside. After an hour, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to knead it again, making sure all the currants are going to stay inside. With a little bit more oil, I'm going to add it in, making sure it gets on all the dough. And letting this sit on the side to rise for another hour, or double in size. Once that has doubled, I'm going to take that out on a floured surface, and then I'm going to roll it into some balls. They don't have to be even sized balls. Oh, and my cat just came to say hello. Once the balls have all been rolled out, I'm going to oil some cling film up and then put that over the top just so it doesn't stick to the dough. This will help with the last bit of rise that I'll have to do. Now to make the cross, I'm going to use 75 grams of plain flour and add 100 milliliters of water, just mixing that as I go. You want to mix until you get this consistency, and I'm going to add that into a piping bag. Be careful when cutting off the tip because it will leak out because it's like liquidy. Piping the cross on, I'm just going to do it in rows to make it easier for me. They don't have to look perfect. I'm going to put that in the oven at 200 degrees fan for 15 minutes. Oops, sorry about the steam, guys. Once that has cooked and the cross looks nice and golden, I'm going to take that out. And whilst it's still hot, I'm going to heat up some golden syrup in a pan. So you want on a low heat just to heat up the golden syrup, just mixing it so it starts to bubble. And then I'm going to drizzle that all over the top of the hot cross buns. This will help get it that nice shine. I'm going to place all that on a cooling rack for it to cool down. And this is the final result. Thank you for watching, guys.